What's this bitch here? It's been a crazy day, right? It's been a crazy motherfucking day. And I wasn't going to smoke today. Wasn't going to have me a beer. Ain't had a beer in a few weeks. But after the shit that went down today, what's up, Big Mo? What's up, Big Mo Raider? Yeah, man, like, bro, thank you for being the first one in here. I hope you're having a blessed night, man. And I hope you've had a blessed time since the last time we spoke. Just seeing that shit earlier, man, it's like a lot of shit went through my mind. Because when you think about it, if you really think about it, right, we were what? This close from maybe civil war? Because if Trump gets smoked like that in front of everybody, you know what the fuck's gonna happen, bro. You know what's gonna happen. And they were making it out years ago. They were saying it was just gonna be all these militias and these racist white people that were gonna go out there and go crazy in a civil war if something happened to Donald Trump. But now it's nothing about that. If something was to happen to Trump, everybody's gonna go ape shit. Everyone's going ape shit. Not just those people. They were trying to single out everyone because Trump has such a bigger fan base. Trump has such a large, vast following than he did the last time around for obvious reasons. But it's crazy the way things have been working out, right? Think about it. Now, it's an election year. Biden is incompetent like a motherfucker. All the people that have been crossing the border, the charges with Trump, they want to try to put him in prison, all these things. Then he gets shot in the ear. No, they ain't, bro. They ain't. And see, the ones who know that though, Big Mo, are people like us that been around that, and it's a normal thing for us to be around that. You feel me? And a lot of people are just flat out with the business, right? I used to not hang out with biker folks necessarily, but I mixed with them, and I knew a bunch of them, and I would hang out at some of the clubhouses here and there, and drink and have a good time. I used to perform at some clubhouses, you know, performing some of our music and shit like that. All about respect, right? But motherfuckers are with the business, right? People are just with the business and ain't to be nowadays, right now, with the way in their homes and family members dying. COVID done fucked everything up, whether it was real or it wasn't. What is real is it put a fucking huge motherfucking hole in our country, from the financial aspect of it, the private sector, from the industrial, from the healthcare. Everything took a major fucking hole, right? Everything took a fucking hole. They took a shot. Our whole infrastructure, our whole system is hanging in the fucking balance right now. And the reason I keep looking that way, because I'm looking at my beer. And I swear to God, a beer never looks so good to me as it does right now. And it's because I realized what almost happened earlier. The sad thing is we're a lot closer to this shit than people realize. Yeah, I know friends that have lost their business too, bro, in California when that whole shit was going down. I knew some of them that didn't even get a chance to tap into the PPP loans because they said that once they try to tap in, they had no more funds. And it's just one of those things, bro. Like, it's all set up for us to fail, right? It's all set up for us to fail, for the common folk, the hardworking men and women of this great country, of all walks of life. We've built this country. We've built this country. To all the men and women serving, to women on the streets, the police officers, the sheriffs, security guards, people that really do keep the peace, to all the common folk like us, the truck drivers, to all the cashiers, to the people that work at fast food restaurants, at the Denny's, their waiters, their bartenders, their house cleaners, you know what I'm saying, housekeepers, and they work at convalescent homes, or they work in offices, or they work behind the desk, they work at the banks, you know, doctors, lawyers. We make this shit go around. And if this doesn't fucking wake people up, now look, bear with me for a second here with what happened to Donald Trump today, right? Bear with me for a second, because I like to just jump outside the box sometimes, right? And I say this. How about this? Let's say this, right? If what I don't understand, the dude obviously wasn't a trained sniper, right? What's up, Ruben Nava? What's cracking, homie? Big Mo. Ruben Nava, I see you guys. It says there's 6 people here, but I only see 2 in the chat. What's up to the rest of you? Hey, what's up, man? Shout out to you guys too, bro. And thank you guys for being here and for watching. And say this. I look at it like this. I look at it from a lot of different ways, because I never just look at something and just take it for what I see, especially when it's got to do with the United States government. Maybe CIA, maybe FBI, maybe all the above, maybe none. But what I think of is like, okay, the dude obviously wasn't a seasoned sniper. Yes, sir. That's right. That's right. That's exactly right. That's exactly right, Big Mo. You're right on the motherfucking money right there. Bullseye, bro. And we are the ones that make this thing go. Without us, nothing goes. So I look at it like this. Say this. The dude wasn't a trained sniper, wasn't a trained shooter. This dude obviously is just a product of like video games, right? Like, did you see what the dude looked like? I haven't seen a picture yet, but I seen something from a distance. Somebody blew it up. The dude looked kind of weird. He looked like a dude that sits in the house all day playing Call of Duty and Fortnite, drinking a bunch of Pepsis and Cokes, not even doing drugs. It's just that the digital age, the internet raised this motherfucker. You feel me? The internet raised this motherfucker. Like, he had no feeling. And it's like, it's got these people thinking that what they can see and do in video games, that they can now try to do in real life. And I'm like, okay, dude wasn't a trained sniper. Obviously, he just missed Trump. And my niece was like, oh, that's messed up, because that guy just threw his life away and he didn't even kill Trump. So now, and I'm just paraphrasing, she didn't say it word for word, but she goes, and now he's gonna have to go to prison for the rest of his life, and he didn't even do what he wanted to do. And I told her, nope, he ain't going to prison. They're gonna kill that motherfucker. Told her just like that. And then like fucking 20 minutes later, they said the shooter was dead. What was that, Big Mo? You hadn't seen? Yes. Alina Rose, it's fucking insanity. It's insanity. So I'm like this. Say dude hits Trump, though, right? This is what I'm on. Say dude hits Trump anywhere. I mean, he just had to graze him more and he kill him. Say he actually hits Trump and we see this. Imagine where our country would be at right now, this fucking moment. Imagine what would be going on right now. You see how much closer they're pushing us to this. They're trying to divide us, folks. We're all in this shit together, baby. We're all in this shit together one way or another, whether you like it or not. We're in this shit together. If you are not LeBron James, okay? If you are not Tom Hanks, if you are not all the other rich entertainers and athletes and businessmen in the world that have all this money and have all these bunkers, they are building them for a fucking reason. We've been saying this for years. Okay? Now I'm going to give you a story real quick. So wait, hold on. Let me finish this though. What I was saying about Trump, imagine where our country would be. Now, imagine this. Imagine, because I think it's going to happen. Trump gets back in office, right? And then when he gets back in office, we all feel he's going to get back in office, right? Like, I feel he's going to be in. But say by hook or crook, they pull some more shit again, and he doesn't get into the presidency. He doesn't get the presidency. He doesn't gain it anymore. Imagine that. What the fuck would happen with this country if we see on the news that he doesn't win the election, and then all these reports come out that he was robbed again? Do you see where I'm going with this? Yes, Alana Rose, you are correct. We can't. But we have to stay vigilant. You have to stay vigilant because our freedom is under attack. This is just a sample size, okay? You want to know what I think? And I've been saying this for years. I'm going to get a sip of my beer, though. Forgive me, guys. If not, that's not going. No, it's not, Big Mo. It's not. Let me get a drink of my brew, though. As you guys see what I'm drinking here. And I got this old German mug that was gifted to me a few years ago. And the beer fits pretty good in here, and it stays cold. Hey, this is for a great American hero right here. And thank God we did not get to see this guy lose his life, period, let alone in front of all of us like they did JFK and many of the great other ones before us. They were trying to JFK him, dude. That's fucking crazy. They were trying to JFK Donald J. Trump. They were trying to take our hope from us. They're trying to keep us down. They're trying to show us who really runs the table. But you see, they got it fucked up. We run the table. And when I say we, I mean we, the people, run the table. We run the motherfucking table, but until we realize it and come together as a unit, we're never ever going to be able to make a difference. And if we don't hurry up, it's going to be too late. They know what the fuck's coming down. The athletes, the entertainers. Now, why do you think they've been letting all these military-aged men, mostly men and women, from all these countries all over the world, which they're coming from these countries that some of them are not on the same side as us, if you didn't know, right? Yep, the Simpsons always get it right. You know why they've been letting all these motherfuckers come in, these military-aged men? And I said this to a homie of mine who's an ex-Marine. And Narcy, if you're out there, Narcy Medina, hey, he's a Marine. He served our country. Thank you for your service, bro. He's a sniper as well. So I know he's got something to say about this. And he's a Trump guy. And, you know, we spoke about this, Narcy, a few years ago. And I remember when I told you this, what did you say? You said, nah, carnal. You said, nah, homie, if that happens, that's an act of war. I said, I know that. I said, but how many people know that? And what I was telling them was that they were training all these UN soldiers, right? In like suburban and urban areas and downtowns and all these exercises they've been going around. We don't know who the fuck's training. They just tell us it's the US Army, but it's been fucking Venezuelans. It's been Chinese. It's been Russians. It's been all these motherfuckers that been training on our motherfucking soil. And I'm not going to tell you how I know this, but someone in the military also recently told me that they've seen and ran into Chinese soldiers being trained and couldn't believe it and was like, speaking to their higher ranking officers, like, why the fuck are we training these motherfuckers? They're Chinese fucking nationals. We don't ask fucking questions. We follow orders here is what the fuck he was told. They've been training them for years. I seen some shit. I can't find the video anymore, but I seen a video 10 years ago of the Russians that were being trained in Denver at one of the bases in Denver, Colorado. We've been training enemy forces here on soil for years. Okay. And when we see these choppers and shit rolling in the cities, the U.S. Army or whatever it was conducting, these fucking, what do they call them? when they're conducting exercises downtown and they shut everything down. We don't know who's under the fucking helmet. They're fully covered. Guess what? They're Chinese. Guess what? They're Russian. Guess what? The United Nations motherfucking soldiers. They're United Nations soldiers. And who do you think has been coming through our southern border with no ID, military aged, most of them in shape, young, mostly men, from Venezuela, Brazil, the Congo, Russia, China, you name it. Syria, you name it. You fucking name it. You name it. What's up, Lone Wolves? What's up, my brother? Think about it. Think about it, though. Who do you think? Why do you think they've been letting all these motherfuckers in through the south of the border? These are the UN soldiers that they're. Why do you think they're giving them money? They're not just. You heard about the $40,000 they're putting on debit cards and giving some of these people and putting them up in luxury hotels and getting them Ubers and all this shit, and they don't got to pay for nothing, and they don't got to go to court for 4 fucking years. They give them asylum into our country. They walk in here and do whatever they want, go wherever they want. And you got to understand. They've been letting these motherfuckers in because these are the United Nations motherfucking soldiers. This is their army, and it's fucking Russia, and it's China, and it's Brazil, and it's fucking Venezuela, and it's Colombia, and it's all these motherfucking enemy countries. We've been sold out, people. We've fucking been sold out. They've sold us the fuck out. We are in their motherfucking back pockets. And I see you guys conversing amongst yourselves, and that's fine. I'm just in my zone over here. You guys can get back to me when you got time. And they've been letting these motherfuckers in because these are the sleepers that they just got waiting around. And let me tell you something. I stay in Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona. And I've seen a lot of shit here. We're closer to the south of the border, right? We're a couple hours away. I've seen a lot of shit here. A lot of stuff. And you see a lot of mostly Venezuelans, Brazilians here, and some Chinese, right? Some Chinese. And their energy is not cool. It's standoffish. You try to say hi to them or greet, they look at you, they don't speak. I've ran into that. These motherfuckers are in shape, bro. They look skinny from far away with baggy clothes, but when you get up close, a lot of these dudes are ripped. They're in shape. They're in shape. They don't look like they've ever missed a meal. They don't look like they're starving. They don't look like they're hard up for anything. They're clean. They've got money. They don't speak fucking a lick of the language. And they're just constantly on devices, right? It's all good. I ain't tripping, Lone Wolves. You guys, hey, I'm just glad you guys are here, bro. That's all I'm trying to do. Look, this shit that I'm telling you guys, I've been talking about for years. Okay, but I never did it on the internet because obvious reasons. I was doing it on TikTok. I don't know if you guys remember on TikTok a couple of years ago. Who was on TikTok out here? Who gets on TikTok? I can't get on anymore because I was banned. I was banned from TikTok for life 2.5 years ago, and I'm about to tell you why right now. I'm about to tell you why. Yep, exactly. Hey, Alina Rose. And a motherfucker like me that's been on this shit since the early 2000s. And I'm like, I'm hoping you guys are seeing. To the ones that don't see, I'm like, I'm hoping you guys are seeing because it's right in our faces, dude. They're not hiding this shit no more. And now the weird part is I don't look like such a fucking lunatic. You feel me? But at the same time, I'm telling you what's going on here. What they're trying to do, they're using Trump to try to pop off, or how we say in the hood, kick off a civil war. They want the United States to go into pure fucking mayhem and anarchy. So what? So then the president can say, oh, we're not, we got to do this, that. And he gives a national emergency, and he fucking brings in the United Nations because they're the ones that are going to have to deal with everything now because, It's not our own military that's going to do it anymore. It's going to be the United Nations. And we're going to be introduced to that. We're already going to be in a civil war, so it ain't even going to fucking matter. Do you understand where I'm coming from? Do you guys understand where I'm coming from? They've been letting these motherfuckers in right under our noses, and they're ready for action. They're just waiting for the moment. They're waiting. And if we don't give it to them, at some point, they're just going to send them after us. That's just what I believe. You can call me crazy, whatever, but when I saw what happened with Trump today, it just more so solidified the feeling that I get when I see these motherfuckers, the feeling that I get when I hear them talk, the feeling that I get when I see them up there lying through their motherfucking teeth and people buying it hook, line, and sinker. No, I don't think you did, bro. You might have. If you did, I apologize, bro, but my memory's fucking shot. My memory's so shot after them 2 accidents last year. I forget everything, man, and it's fucking sad. And they said I'm good, but I have a bad memory, bro. So I apologize, and thank you for your service, Big Mo. Thank you for your service, my brother. My dad was in the Army. He was infantry, and my grandfather was in the Army as well. My dad was a Vietnam vet, and my grandfather was a World War II vet. I got a nephew in the Army right now, infantry, and a couple other homies. So you see a lot of shit then too, Big Mo. But yeah, all these people, majority of these people, not all, but majority of these people that they've been letting in the last couple of years, these 3-point-something million or 1 point whatever it is, a couple million, it's an army. It's an invasion. It's a literal fucking invasion. And people are saying it's racist, but it has nothing to do with the color of anyone's skin. Because these people aren't coming here to work. These people are coming here to stop and to take your ass away from what the fuck is ours. They want you to abandon it. They want you to give it up. Oh, you talking to me? Alina? Oh, my bad. Alina Rose, you talking to me that you don't think I'm crazy? I hope not. But I was telling people about the United Nations officers getting here, and my boy was like, how are they going to do that? And I was like, they'll sneak them in somehow. They'll just come in illegally or something. I didn't know exactly the way it was going to happen. I didn't think it would just be that blatant. But think about how easily it's been for these motherfuckers just to come in like that, and how they're just handed money. They're not just, we're the taxpayers paying for our own fucking demise. Us taxpayers are paying for our own fucking demise. Think about that. If you ain't thought about it, think about it. Our taxpayer dollars is what is fucking funding all this shit. Our taxpayer dollars is funding shit in Ukraine. Our taxpayer dollars is funding everything else in this motherfucker. But what the fuck we need here? What the fuck we need here? And us as Americans, we have no problems paying for the sick folks that have worked, that have worked for their own thing. And if they didn't, they got hurt. We pay for the sick folks. We pay for the kids. We pay for the ones in need. We don't care about paying those taxes. But when you start taxing us for other motherfucking shit and we don't know where the fuck that money's going, we got a fucking problem. And this is why it shouldn't be fucking allowed, because where are they doing? What are they doing with that money? What are they doing with it? You know what the fuck they're doing with it. They're showing us what the fuck they're doing with the money. We've been broke. Yeah, we've been broke. They owe so much fucking money. We've been broke. That's why we've been sold out. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like 15, 20 years ago, I was telling motherfuckers that we were done. We were never going to be able to pay that debt off. And what I referred to was because I was deep in the fucking dope game, right? And I'm like, think of it like this. There's a guy. He first borrowed $5,000 from me, right? And I lent him $5,000. And then he doesn't pay me back, and he wants to borrow another $5,000. So I lent him another $5,000. Now he owes me 10. And then he doesn't pay me that, but then he wants to borrow another 5. Sooner or later, I'm gonna start not lending this motherfucker money, and one way or another, he's gonna pay me. One way or another, he's gonna pay me. China owns a lot of the U.S. China owns a lot of our land. China, we've had to turn it over to him for all the money that we owe. Yeah, the U.S. is broke. But think about this, bro. The U.S. is broke, but all these athletes all these entertainers living like motherfucking superstars, bro. They're living like kings and queens. And everyday people, everyday blue collar, hardworking folks, without us, nothing goes. Yet, we're the ones getting the shit end of the stick all the time. We're the ones funding everything. Think about that. We are the ones funding everything. Yeah. They sold us out for money. They sold us out. All these politicians, all the Gavin Newsoms, the Pelosi's, right? The Bob Doles. Yeah, go back to that piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? The George Bushes. They've all sold us out. The Obamas, they sold us out. They all sold us the fuck out. The country's in debt, but you got, billionaire Americans. Billionaire. Diddy was worth fucking whatever, how many billions. Dre's worth how many billions. Snoop's worth all these guys got billions, but the country is broke, right? Because we're the ones that foot everything. We're the ones that pay everything. We're the ones, our hard work, our taxpayer money makes the shit go around. Bottom line, we do everything. We're the fucking peasants. We are the motherfucking peasants, whether you want to look at it or not. Just because you take the motherfucking chain off of the slave when they've been a slave for 20 years doesn't mean they're going to recognize that they're still a fucking slave. They're going to think, oh, I don't got the chain on me. I'm not a slave anymore. Bull fucking shit. Bull fucking shit. What's up, Outlaw? Appalachian Outlaws in the motherfucking house. Big Mo, Alina Rose, Lone Wolves. Oh, yeah, you guys are definitely in the motherfucking house. And thank you guys for being here. But we're just motherfucking peasants, man. We're just a grain of rice to this shit. We're not part of the club. Like George Carlin said years ago, and I always like to refer to George Carlin. We're not part of that club. We're not part of the club. And the American dream, what American dream? It's gone. It's fucking gone. The American dream is turned into the American motherfucking nightmare. Not to make fun at Cody Rhodes, which, fuck Cody Rhodes. We're talking about Donald Trump and politics and what's going on in the motherfucking world. Think about this. What do you think other countries are thinking about this? What do you think Putin thinks about this? What do you think North Korea, Kim Jong-un and all them, and China, what do you think other countries are thinking about? They're like, look, they're imploding on their own. We're fucking imploding, dude. They're looking at us like we're just on our last leg. Yeah, they're just like, look at them. They're doing it to themselves, right? They're doing it to sit back. What they were probably talking about, Putin and Kim Jong-un, when they were all riding around and smiling and shit, what they were probably talking about. What's up, Boom Cat? Boom Cat's in the motherfucking house. Hey, you guys. Yeah, that's right. Obey, right? And man, I'll tell you what, bro. We're a lot closer to these people running to their bunkers than people think. All these athletes that people go and continue giving their money to, and these entertainers and these fucking art, all this shit. So they can be rich and famous and do what you can't do when the time comes and you need to do it. Think about that. I don't obey well either, Appalachian Outlaw. I don't obey well either, bro. Or, I'm sorry, I don't know if it's a bro or a female, but I just say bro. Appalachian Outlaw, Boom Cat. Hey, I'll tell you guys what. I don't want to be part of the fucking club either. The club that I want to be a part of is the motherfuckers with integrity, dignity, morals, honor, respect, the shit that don't cost nothing, but not many people can attain it these motherfucking days, right? When I was a kid, it was crazy because when I was a kid and I was in elementary school in California, and I used to sit at my desk. Did you guys in your schools have those things up on the top, like almost by the ceiling going around the classroom that said loyalty and real big and like calligraphy letters, honor, respect, dignity, integrity? It had them all the way around the classroom. Do you guys remember that shit? That's because back in those days, we used to do that too. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, right? Right? I remember when I used to see those, I used to sit there sometimes and daydream for some reason, and I used to look at them and just think honor and just stare at it. Because we would do the time math test. Yep. You know, the time test, the math test, like 100 problems. I would be the first one to finish. I was so fast. Bam, and I'd just be sitting there waiting for everyone else. I finish it like a minute. And I'd be looking at these and just reading them. And just reading them back and forth, integrity, honor. Didn't even know what I was doing to myself. But I was fucking implementing that shit deep in my fucking, in mi cerebro, deep in my motherfucking membrane, deep in that habla blanguta, whatever the fuck. I forgot, I can't even say it, but I know what it is. The motherfucking shit from Waterboy. I can't even fucking pronounce it. Medulla oblongata. The medulla oblongata. No, Colonel Sanders, you're wrong. Mama's right. No, Mama's wrong again. Hey, Alina Rose, we just on the same wavelength. Hey, let me tell you guys something here. I've been eating clean for almost 4 months now. Exercising, I'm down almost 40 pounds. I don't know if you guys can see, but I've been pushing myself. With the herniated disc in my back that burns constantly, that's why I'm sitting forward right now. To the one in my motherfucking neck over here, you could kind of see it back up in here. I'm just kind of fucked. I just deal with the pain and I still move, but I'm vibrating on a higher frequency and I'm back to my meditating and I'm back to a higher vibration. This beer right here is the first beer I've had in a while, and I've been noticing a lot of shit. That's fucked up, Big Mo. Yep. One nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all, motherfuckers. Liberty and justice for all. And I be saying that shit in a classroom with Asian folks, white folks, black folks, Mexican folks, all of us in that motherfucker saying that shit. That's what an American is to me. That's what an American is. What's up, James Smith? What's cracking, homie? Yes, Alana. Am I saying it? Alina Rose? Fuck, I keep wanting to say Alana because I remember Lana from Three's Company. Man, Lana was bad, man. Three's Company, Jack. Fucking Jack Tripper, man. I used to love watching the Three's Company as a motherfucking kid. John Ritter, Jack Tripper. Man, Jack Tripper was a fucking player. But now I'm going on to something else. But what I was saying is, yeah, my body's really clean. So I'm vibrating on a higher frequency, right? And I'm seeing shit and I'm feeling a lot of energy. And it was weird because today I was feeling hella good. And me and my cousin were talking, man. My cousin just dropped a new video and I made a short of it and I shared it. And we were talking back and forth and we were kind of like, I was kind of happy for him because everything's moving now. He's been working for a long time. Almost 20 years, but everything's starting to work. Everything's in place for both of my cousins. And we were talking and we're both saying like, man, there's a good energy out there. Yeah, I feel it too, man. It's weird, right? And I'm like, man, I'm just vibrating high. He's like, yeah, me too, man. I'm seeing things different. I feel different. I feel good. And then that shit happened with Donald Trump. To let you know, right? The devil can swoop in at any motherfucking moment. Snatch your motherfucking ass, snatch you, bring you back, take you back, and you never make it back. Right. Alina Rose 11. That's cool. I like that name. It's like I got a little spiritual kind of ring to it. James Smith, what's up, man? How you doing tonight, bro? How's everybody doing tonight anyways? How you guys doing on this Saturday night? I hope you guys are good. For the most part, I'm okay myself. Pushing through and just like it doesn't feel right with me that I see what's coming. And I've been seeing what's coming since I was a kid. I've had dreams of this shit. I've had dreams of a lot of things and I remember them. I would get up and tell my mom about my dreams. She's like, damn, Mijo, you should write a book about them. And that's when I was a kid. Lena Latina, Lone Wolves. That's right. That's right, man. Yeah, the toxic food, it hard times create strong men create good times create weak men, and weak men create hard times. And if that ain't the motherfucking truth, then I'll be dipped in motherfucking buttermilk and call me whatever the fuck you want to call me, but you are dead on. Outlaw, Appalachian outlaw, Big Mo, Boom Cat. Yeah. Hey, man. Hey, we're all in this shit together, bro. We're all in this shit together. It's us against them. Every time I hear that, it's us against them. I hear motherfucking Apollo from Rocky 4 when he's convincing Rocky to let him fight the fucking Russian. Remember? Man, it's us against them. What are you talking about, man? Come on. I always hear Apollo in my voice. Is that crazy? Whenever I say, man, it's us against them, I always hear Apollo Creed's fucking voice from that movie. It's us against them. What are you saying, man? Come on. It's us against them. Bottom fucking line. That's right, bro. That's right, Big Mo. That's right, Big Mo. You're fucking dead on. Everybody always thinks it ain't gonna happen here. It won't happen here. Oh no. Bull fucking shit. They don't give a fuck about us. Have you been to some of these gated communities in Arizona? Have you been? I've never seen no gated communities like this ever till I got out here. Ever. And I ain't been in like no Beverly Hills or nothing like that, so I don't know what it looks like over there. But these places out here, they got these gated communities that once you get inside the gates, they're like 2-3 mile radius gated communities, one way in, one way out. The back of their yards, behind that back brick wall that runs around all of it, is all mountains and goes down, so you can't climb up through the back or nothing. And there's only one way in, and it's guarded with sometimes two or one arm, at least one armed guard with a side piece and a shotgun. And you got to drive up. They come out with it and they say, "Who are you here for?" You got to give them the name and the name and the address, and they check to see with that person first if they're waiting for you, or they'll know ahead of time. Okay, yeah, they're waiting on you because they already called and told them. They come out, they take a picture of your car first, boom, you in the car, and they take a picture of your license plate, and they let you go in. I picked up nothing but higher end folks from these places, and I'll tell you right now. I will tell you guys right now. That's some, when the shit's all hitting the motherfucking fan, get down. It's about, 15, 20 miles out of the city, and it's still all fucking gated around the back of a mountain, one way in, one way out. So if you happen to get past that one guard with straps, you still got to deal with all these other motherfuckers in there that are strapped to the gills and ready to go. See what I'm saying? Versus on the motherfucking, in the street, on the hood, in the hoods, and on the regular fucking metropolitan areas where nothing's fucking gated off, it's gonna be a free for all for motherfuckers. Hey, I'm glad you guys are all getting along with each other and know each other. That's dope as fuck too. Definitely, hey, high energy vibration definitely is a beautiful thing. And I just keep seeing is the color of those ugly ass motherfucking United Nations helmets. That's all I keep seeing in my fucking eyes. When I close them, I just keep seeing the top of the United Nations soldiers' fucking helmets. The color, what are they, blue? Are they blue? They're blue, right? Blue hats or some shit? Fucking blue hats and shit. So it's, when I think about it, yeah, it is easy to see, Big Mo. That's what I'm saying. If people can't see it, I don't know what the fuck to tell them. Some people just living in fear, though, bro. You know what I'm saying? Some people just living in fear, bro. Some people are just living in fear. I don't live in fear. My dad didn't live in fear. My mom didn't live in fear. My grandpa didn't live in fear. You feel me? So I don't live in fear, bro. I just live in reality and what's real. And I always try to see what's coming before it's coming and kind of read between the lines. You know what I'm saying? The camera's tripping right now, though. But yeah, man, I didn't think there'd be this many people up in here. It says there's 10 people, but I could see probably about 4 or 5 of them. But yeah, man, that shit with Trump earlier. Imagine if the dude don't miss. Imagine if he hits Trump. Imagine what the fuck our country would look like right now. What the fuck will be going on? What the fuck the news would be reporting? Who knows? Who knows? I do know that it's not going to be something that everybody's going to want to be looking at. And it'll probably, it'll be a legitimate motherfuckers will be definitely trying to overthrow governments and shit. But it's just heartbreaking to see our hope. That's a metaphor. What happened to Donald Trump today, I believe, is a metaphor. They're trying to tell us, right? Like it's in our face. Like, you should pay attention more, right? Pay attention more, because we're always paying attention. I've been paying attention for years, but they're like, no, you're not paying enough attention because you think this is going to happen in 5, 10 years. No, it's going to happen now. It ain't happening in 5, 10 years. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Outlaw. Right? Distract us from what our real problems are, and then just worry about that. Donald Trump almost got smoked today. I get it, but we still got these problems, and Trump's okay. But we still got these problems because, when it comes down to it, say that was us. One of us almost got shot. Ain't nobody going to give a fuck. Everybody's going to keep on moving. But they're going to want to stall us with this and keep us stuck on this, and they're going to ride this motherfucking wave on out. They're going to beat this motherfucking horse into the ground. The script for sure. That's right, Boomcat. The script for sure. That's for motherfucking sure. And we got football coming up, so that's going to distract us, right? Football's around. Is this all like, a coincidence? All this is happening, but football's coming, Football's coming because it's about to get real ugly. Real motherfucking ugly. And they're definitely going to try to keep this shit up and under that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, man, like when it comes down to it and you break it down and you go down to the scheme of it all, the American dream, Dusty Rhodes still wants the American dream to be alive. The American dream, Dusty Rhodes. Man, I love Dusty Rhodes. Man, I don't know why, but I got some Dusty Rhodes energy right now, man. If you guys love Dusty Rhodes and you remember the American dream, because we're talking about the American dream, remember that? But if you remember the American dream, Dusty Rhodes, that's kind of like Donald Trump, right? I mean, Trump's got money, and Dusty was the son of a plumber. Not the same, but they all had still, both of them have the same kind of foundation, the same, I'm going to do it by any means necessary as long as it gets done and it's for the people. It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks, right? That was Dusty Rhodes. Alina Rose. Well, it's good you don't know about football because, hey, sometimes I'll be betting money and it doesn't turn out well. Let me tell you, especially when I'm betting on my Raiders, but I have won a little bit of money as well, too. You know what I'm saying? I only bet on football, though. I don't like to bet on baseball, basketball. I don't really do that. I just kind of do points with football and some of the player scores and shit. But, hey, Raiders. How we do in California, right? We're fucking stupid back in the days. All this, oh, yeah, what's up? Hey, it was cracking. Like, when that shit was cracking, we were in the middle of deep in that shit. In the middle of that shit. The wild turkey. Raiders, motherfuckers. Raider Nations and who's that? Samal Kingston. What's up, brother? Samal Kingston. I see you in here. Big Mo, Lone Wolves, Alina Rose, Boom Cat, Big Mo. Hey, you guys are definitely in the motherfucking house. And when I hear that, definitely in the motherfucking house, I think of Dr. Dre on the Chronic all the time. It's just, I hear it in my head. Definitely in the motherfucking house. Even when he was on, when he was still NWA and all that bullshit. Long Beach, fuck yeah. Long Beach, hey. I used to be up in Long Beach as a kid, but not like kicking it. But when my dad, we used to go to the port. My dad was a truck driver. My dad used to be picking up goods from the port and then driving it up the state. Used to go to Long Beach all the time. Raiders, you already fucking know it, man. It's crazy because we got a mixture of Raider fans, we got a mixture of Tom McDonald fans, we got everybody, we got some Trumpers, we got some middle. We got everything up in this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Right Outlaw, 3 likes. It's crazy, huh? They don't seem to like the videos and shit. Some people be watching, but they don't like them. And I don't be pressing, bro. I don't get paid off the shit or nothing. I'm just like, hey, man, if they watch, it's cool. If they don't, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? But hey, if you like the video, I appreciate it because they get the motherfucker around a little bit afterwards, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you guys are. It's crazy, man, because, you know, Trump, man, we almost witnessed another JFK moment. Think about this, though. They killed JFK when? 60. Fuck, my memory's bad. Was it 63? It wasn't 68, right? When was JFK murked on TV? When did they kill him? Was it 63? You folks? Anybody know? I could Google this shit. Man, I should know this shit. My bad. I gotta be more professional. People be talking shit like you ain't professional. You don't know what you're doing. Blah blah blah. Like, man, somebody's tripping. I'm not supposed to be answering my phone right now, but I just gotta let them know so they can chill out. And but yeah, right? Okay, that's where I was going. Randall, what's up, Randall? I don't know how to say your last name, bro, and I don't want to murder, so I'm just gonna call you Randall. What's up, Randall? Alina, James Smith, Samal, the Outlaws in, Big Mo, Alina Rose. Hey, you guys are definitely in this motherfucker. 11-7. Good numbers. 11-7. 11 folks up in here with 7 likes. That's dope. I appreciate that. But I was going there, Randall. That's where I was going. Okay, 1963. There you go. Thank you, Lone Wolves. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, bro. Okay, 1963. And then they went after Reagan when? 84? Reagan 80. Oh, my bad. It's right there, Randall. Reagan, I'm fucking told you my memory's fucked up. Reagan was in 85. Okay. When did they get RFK? I know he wasn't president yet, but he was a political power, right? He was part of the Kennedys. When did they get? I'm doing some numbers thing. I'm about to blow your guys' mind real quick. When did they get RFK? And this beer dark. This michelada darker than the motherfucker. But it's good. I be watering it down though, but that motherfucker's still dark. Who's charging a fee? Oh, you guys must be talking amongst yourselves. It's all good. Oh. No, RFK Jr. is still alive. Okay, RFK 68. Okay, so think about it. From Kennedy to Kennedy, before JFK Jr., you meant, right? Not RFK Jr., you meant JFK Jr., right, Lone Wolves? I know that's what you meant. I got you. Lone Wolves, I know you meant JFK Jr., so okay, I got you though. I understood you, bro. Don't trip. I understood you. So it was JFK in 63. Then it was RFK 68, 5 years later. Then it was Reagan. They attempted Reagan in 85. 28 years, 27 years later, right? 17 years later. Fuck, I can't do my math. 17 years later, okay? They went after Reagan. We're in 2024. 39 years. They went after Trump. All right? 39 years they went after Donald Trump. You want to know why? Because after what they did to JFK in front of everybody, after what the fuck they did to RFK in front of everybody, after what they tried to do to motherfucking Ronald Reagan, and after what they did to JFK Jr. in 99, nobody has the balls to stand up to these motherfuckers. Nobody has the balls to say, fuck you, we're not giving this up, I'm gonna fight. Right? Oh, you guys, yeah, there you guys go. Oh, James Smith, yeah. You know, hey, you'd be surprised sometimes at the shit that I fucking see in some of these comments, bro, and I remove it, and I'm like, because it automatically holds bad comments. I see a lot of shit, like, so you guys don't get to see it. People talk a lot of shit, bro, and it's all good. I don't get mad at motherfuckers. Like, hey, man, everybody got an opinion. And everybody like say, oh, they're all like assholes. Everybody's got one. Yeah, but hey, it don't bother me, bro. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. You feel me? But yeah, some people will be like, oh, you're not professional. That's why I don't watch you. That's why I like Wi-Fi weenie. Yeah, but, you know, Trump and yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So think about it. From JFK Jr., they didn't shoot him, but they sabotaged his plane. Keep it 100. Keep it a buck, a Cino to Billy go, oh, I'm going to get back to that real quick. But the reason it took so long for them to hit a president, because nobody else been fighting for us for that motherfucking long. Nobody else been fighting for us. Obama didn't fight for us. Fucking Bush fucking sold us down the motherfucking river. They've all been selling us down the river. Clinton, on and on and on. Nobody had the balls to stand up. Finally, someone's up in there trying. They need to get him out. Fuck him. We need to get him out. That's what they're saying. It's going to be a lot harder to get Trump. Yeah, I know some people will be dropping comments and they're telling me that my language, because I cuss, or my body style, or because I wear a hat, or because I wear sunglasses, or because I have tattoos. Why don't I cover my shoulders? People don't want to see my tattoos. And why don't I put sleeves on my arms so you can't see my tattoos? And why do I have this? And it's like, and they're always anonymous accounts. And it sounds like somebody that knows me, because it's always, you know what I'm saying? It's a few people. It's like, whatever. Yeah. Yeah, and you know, so now 39 years it's been since they attempted on a president, but it's been 25 years. 25 years since somebody this powerful in the political game, especially being an ex-president. JFK Jr. died. They killed him. 25 years later, they're trying to kill Trump. Maybe, what do you think this is going to do to Robert Kennedy Jr.? Like, think about that. Is this going to bring him closer to Trump? Because if anybody knows how Trump feels from another standpoint, not necessarily as him taking a bullet, but what that feels like as an effect on your family, as that's your dad or your grandpa or something. Robert F. Kennedy Jr., is he going to sympathize with Trump? Because he's gone through his dad and his uncle getting murdered on fucking TV, to where Trump was almost murdered right in front of us? Yeah. Yeah, and I wanted I think it's Alexine, 2004. I was going to get to that too, because I'm rolling different scenarios, right? And think of it like this. Say it was staged and that was a body double up there. And this is just a psychological operation to get people to think and go in a direction, you know, kind of like bringing in the herd. You feel me? They're trying to push everyone in this direction. You feel me? Because if you go in this direction and you follow the left hand, you're not going to see what the right hand's coming to do. You feel me? So Is it a psychological operation? Is it an experiment? I don't know. It looked like it was legitimate to me after seeing it so many times and the way it played out. Like I said, the fucking dude, he's murdered. When you see him, he looked like a motherfucking little young dude, like maybe early 20s or mid 20s that sat in his house all day and ate ding dongs and drank soda and just played Call of Duty and Fortnite for like 5 years straight. Like ain't had no girlfriend, doesn't socialize. It's always those types. Alina, you're correct. I know, Alina. I know what it is. Now let me tell you what happened, because Alina, you just reminded me. Yep. Randall, you're correct. Alina, you just reminded me what I was going to say about TikTok. How I got banned over there 2.5 years ago, right? 3 years ago almost. Okay. Were you guys ever on TikTok? Are you guys on TikTok? How long you been on TikTok? Can you think back a couple years back, maybe 2.5 years ago or so? Almost 3 years ago. Go 3 years ago. And on TikTok, there was a clown. There was a guy that used to come out with the paint on his face all the time. Blow Me the Clown. Does any of you guys remember Blow Me the Clown? I blew up on subscribers, but when I started blowing up on subscribers and they were getting ready to monetize me, which I didn't know that was going to happen, I was just doing it. They blocked me. They flagged me after I got 20,000 subscribers, and like I went from like 300 subscribers to 20,000 in like fucking 3-4 days. And I was blowing up. There was a dude that was called Blow Me the Clown. And it was me, but I had paint on I had a filter on my face that was clown paint, evil clown paint. And I would come out, and what I was doing is he was a clown, but I was coming from the evil energy. And the message was I was saying shit about Diddy back then. And the videos were blowing up about Dr. Dre, about Snoop Dogg, about Jay-Z, about all them being involved in all this sex rings and all this shit, right? I was putting it out there, but I had the clown face. And my thing is, what's the big deal? I'm just clowning around. I was just being a clown, but I was kicking real fucking knowledge and facts, right? All right, Lone Wolves. We'll see you. Thank you for coming in. But yeah, anyways, when it started blowing up after a fucking couple of weeks and the subscribers were jumping, I would sit there and they would jump by the hundreds. Bam, 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 bam. And I remember watching it go from 1,000 to 10,000 and not even fucking 3 hours. And I was tripping like, what is this supposed to be doing that? My niece was like, oh, they're starting to go viral. And once I reached over 20,000, from between 15 and 20,000, I started getting the flags. You violated. If you violate again, it's going to be 24 hours. You violate again, it's going to be 3 days. You violate again, it's going to be a month. You violate again, it's going to be for life. And then all of a sudden, they just stopped. Bam. They said that basically I violated everything and I was banned for life and I couldn't appeal it. And they got me off. And I was just kicking a lot of knowledge about the government, about these entertainers, about the entertainment industry, Freemasonry, and not the bad Freemasons. I mean, not the good Freemasons, but the Freemasons that kind of went rogue and went and mixed in with these other motherfuckers. And I was doing a lot of that. And I got banned. And then I started getting threatening messages. I started getting messages on my phone. I started getting messages in the chat, chat on the messenger and shit like that. And I started getting threats, and I started getting people saying that they were going to do this and do that to me and all this shit. And it didn't scare me, but I felt it. So I'm just letting you guys know that I'm not a newbie to this shit, to the conspiracy shit and the dark room and the back door and all. I'm not new to it. I'm very familiar with it. I'm too familiar with it maybe, and I don't want to be that familiar with it, but it's just something inside me that wants me to get this knowledge out. And I just want people to be aware that we probably more than likely already have, United Nations troops suited up and walking around as regular soldiers, and we don't even know. We don't even know. But the whole thing with Trump today was crazy to see. And I can't believe I've been up on here for an hour. I can't believe I've been up for an hour. Crazy, but you know, you guys, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate you guys interacting with me. Yeah, some of them, Smith. I ain't gonna tell you about my interactions with some of them, but they don't fuck around, bro. Like, they don't fuck around, and they're very powerful people. And I'm not trying to disrespect them at all. And I'm not saying they're all involved. It's just some rogue Masons that have gotten involved. You feel me? Like, they go do their own thing. They're not like bringing a whole lodge with them and shit like that. Not all of them are involved in it. Just like not all, these people aren't all bad and these people aren't all bad. We just got bad apples. You know what I'm saying? And it's just one of those things that, when we realize that shit and we realize what's going on, we see what's going on and everybody's paying attention to it, they're going to wake the fuck up, see it clearly. But by the time they do that wake up, it's going to be right up in their face. You got to wake up ahead of time to be ready for that shit. You know what I mean? And just got to be ready for that shit. And I know I'm preaching to the choir here because you guys know what the fuck's going on. We all know what the fuck's going on. We saw what the fuck happened with Trump today. And yeah, exactly, Alina, exactly. I've been meditating lately. I feel really good about that. I feel more connected. Lately, I've been actually feeling like my mom is actually, her soul's finally resting. It's just hard to explain, but it's this energy that's come over me since I've been exercising and eating clean, where I just feel more in touch with certain stuff on the other side. And it's just something that just told me that I just had this feeling of being happy. And I didn't think about it or nothing. It just came to me. Yeah, your mom's finally resting. Her soul's resting, like she's finally moved on. And I feel like my mom's soul didn't move on since she passed. They're still roaming here because a lot of stuff that was going on within the family, you know what I'm saying, that she didn't want, which happens in a lot of people's families, you know. I appreciate you, Alina. I appreciate you, James Smith. And you know what? I'm going to tell you guys the video that I was saying real quick, and then I'll react to it. But the one I was saying is cringy. And it's just video of a group of prisoners, a small group of about 13, 14 men that were transported into another prison where they don't program with anyone in that yard. They don't program with anyone in that prison. They used to have their own segregated areas because every time they mix with other inmates, it goes up. Well, the CDCR wants to get rid of this gang. They want to get rid of inmates. They want to decrease the population. They're setting up gladiator fights again, like they did in YA back in the 90s, and CYA in California, the Youth Authority. And I saw a group of guys from my city, from a gang that I grew up with. I don't know any of these guys personally that I know of, because I haven't kept in contact with a lot of those people in years. But I have heard through the grapevine that my brother knew a few of these people. And they basically got thrown to the wolves and attacked and outnumbered by double the number of what they were. And these men attacked them with shanks and all kinds of other shit, stabbing them, punching them, hitting them with canes, stomping on them. A lot of homies held their own, but you could see some homies that didn't. And those homies were from my city. So we know down the line, we know who they are. If I go and call somebody and talk to them, I'm going to know. And this happened about 4 months ago. It happened in Corcoran State Prison in California. And it just hit home because it's fucked up. Yeah, we know what the fuck we sign up for when you're in that life. You do. But the way that it works for us out there, they're not a gang. They're a disruptive group. They don't have an organization. There's no rank system. There's no ranking system. They don't have a shot caller. They don't have anyone that tells them what to do. And because they didn't want to be part of the peace treaty that was made within the other main prison gangs in the prisons and the prison system in California, which be Aryan Brotherhood, Black Guerrilla Family, Northern Hispanics, I'll say Northern Mexicans, Southern Mexicans, right? And all the others, which wanted a program and they wanted their visits and they wanted their canteen and their TV and shit, and they're tired of warring for dumb shit. Fresno didn't want to fall under that umbrella. Fresno did not want to fall under that umbrella. So because they did not want to fall under that umbrella and go with what everyone else wanted, they're like, it's fuck all you guys anyway, because they run against everyone. The CDC said, okay, you try to fuck our program up, this is what we're going to do to you. We're going to round you up in small groups. We're not going to put 40 of you together in a yard to have a formidable chance against another 40 or 50 inmates that are going to attack you as soon as you get off that bus. No, we're going to put you in small groups of 10, 12, and 13 to these 40 and 50 and 30 inmates that are waiting on you with knives, shanks, homemade fucking, bone crushers, the whole nine. And we're going to throw you to the wolves and we're going to thin out this population this way. You guys don't want a program? Fuck you then. And there's a target on guys from my city that are in the prison system running that gang, which is the Fresno Bulldogs. Me, I was never a bulldog. I never banged. My brothers were, and all my homies were. I had a few homies that were level 4 dogs to the fullest. And anything that you say about Fresno is they'll stand their ground and they'll throw them. And they're not pushovers. But it's sad to see that shit, right? I always heard about it growing up. My homies that were going in and out always were telling me, they were grooming me because I was on that path to go. Because the mentality we had and the way we grew up was stupid as fuck and it was toxic as fuck. But this is what happens when your dad's not there no more and mama can't afford the good neighborhood, so you're living in the bad neighborhood and you're fucking exposed to gang life and gangs and people and shit, and it's sink or swim with the sharks or get eaten. You start swimming if you're anybody and you got any heart. And okay, in the prison system and in the gang system, in the gang turf politics in California, Northern Mexicans are norteños from Northern California. They can go down far as from Bakersfield. There's some norteños from Bakersfield still and all up, but Fresno says they're not Northern, they're Central California. So above that, Madera, Merced, Modesto. There used to be a lot of Northerners in Fresno because the Fresno Bulldog gang broke off from the original Nuestra Familia gang back in the late 80s, right? Mid to late 80s. They broke off into their own thing because the Mexicans from Fresno that were in the Mexican prison gang system and street gang system did not want to follow the orders that were coming from the Northern Mexicans to Fresno, because Fresno used to be considered Northern California. You follow me? It's okay, Alina, it's fine. So us being Mexicans from Fresno that broke off from the North and created their own stuff, I don't mean me, but I just mean Fresno in general that were the gang members, they were always subject to being outnumbered, but they don't back down and they always do whatever they got to do. And a lot of times some homies get hurt and get fucked up really bad, but they're always outnumbered. When there's been some times throughout the California prison system where they've been matched up or even been like 10 of the homies from Fresno, and there'll be like 20 of them, and they don't get snuck up on. It's a fair one straight up. The homies from Fresno knocking people out. And I'm not disrespecting anyone else. Anybody that's been around the prison system or in the streets of California, they know that motherfuckers from Fresno can throw them. Motherfuckers from Fresno can throw them, but they're always outnumbered. But there have been times throughout history where they've been on a yard and run in and they're only outnumbered like 2-1 and they still put in work and they don't get laid out. But this video that I seen, they were overwhelmed. There was just too many of the Northern and Southern Hispanics, Mexicans, Norteños and Sureños. There was too many of them and they got overwhelmed. A few homies never hit the ground. Some of them hit the ground and couldn't get up. Some of them tried to get up. It was really, really bad. And it just did something to me because I was realizing like what the CDCR is doing to them. They're just feeding them to the wolves because they didn't want to program in the system. And they're not giving them their own yards to run their own programs, so they're not constantly trying to kill each other. The job of a prison guard is to protect the inmate. Bottom line, I don't care if people like it or not. That is their job. It is not just to lock them up and throw them to the wolves. And these guards are knowing what they're doing, and they're transporting them and throwing them in these yards. And they're not doing it on their own. The call's coming from up north. The call's coming from Gavin Newsom. He wants to change everything from the California model to the Swiss model or the Norway model or whatever. I think it's the Norway model, right? Is that what it's called? The Norway model? He wants prisoners and prison guards to play softball together, to color coloring books together, to sing karaoke together, to watch TV together. You don't do that shit in California. These motherfuckers in California will eat you alive. The prison gangs in California run the prisons. They will eat you alive. You cannot get comfortable with an inmate like that. That's the number one rule of a motherfucking prison guard. I know. I've been told it before, firsthand by a guard, secondhand by a woman that used to be married to a prison guard, and we won't get into that. That's a whole nother story. I feel you. So I just hated it that I saw the video and the homies, you know what I'm saying, were just outnumbered and didn't get a fair shot. And where's the integrity in that? And I know it's just the art of war. I get it. It's the art of war. But at the same time, I don't think people should be talking shit after that. Yeah, fuck them. They got stomped out. They got this. Bro, if it's you by yourself and it's 5 dudes, you're going to get stomped out too, bro. You ain't going to be able to stop it. I've been jumped before. There's nothing. I don't give a fuck who you are, how strong you are. If you know judo, if you don't got a gun or a knife and you're able to pull that shit into even a knife, they'll take it from you if you got to stick everybody. If you don't got a gun in that situation, you are fucked. I don't care who you are. So I see that and I'm like, man, California Department of Corrections and so-called rehabilitation, they're just trying to get rid of the Bulldogs from Fresno. So why I wanted to do a reaction to the video is there's northern and southern Mexicans. I'm a Mexican. Oh yeah. Yeah, the northern and southern, it's norteños, sureños. You can see the war's been going on for years and years and years. One of my uncles was one of the first generation involved in the organization. He's gone now, but he went through a lot there. And, some people are born into it. And sadly, as kids, you're introduced to certain shit. But, it just made me sad to see that video, and it pissed me off. I wanted to help because I can never stand people being outnumbered. I just can't stand it. And of course, that's the art of war, and that's the way war is won, right? But in this case, take away the weapons. Let them go hand-to-hand combat. Even the score, 20 on 20, motherfucker, and let's roll. And I guess it's just the Fresno in me. Because even though I wasn't a banger, those were my boys, and I was involved in many, many gang shootouts, fights, high-speed chases, a lot of stuff that I don't really talk about. It's just that I know that life very well. I know the way people think, but I don't think like that. I know the way they think. I've never thought like that. That's right, Big Mo, right? Just warrior. At the end of the day, you really want to know if you got it, right, Big Mo? Like on the field, you know how players say, like Devontae Adams says, I want to go up against the fucking best. I want to go up against the best and know if I still got it or I got it or I don't got it. I don't want to go up against the softest and think, oh, I just did something. No. Let's just go toe to toe. If it's 5, 5. If it's 10, 10. If it's 50, throw 50. All this fucking 14 on 30 and shit and 14 on fucking 35 and 40, it's like 12 on fucking 36, like, nah, bro, like, Nah, and they don't got no shanks. They don't got shit. You got all the shanks. You got all the weapons. You got bars and canes and shit. Like, come on, bro. How scary is that? And I'm not calling motherfuckers scared, but how scary is that? But I understand it's not about that. It's about keeping your power. It's about asserting yourself. And it's about taking you out. And there's no fair fight in a fucking war. I understand that. Yo, Big Dub, what's up? My primo's in the motherfucking house. I don't know if the Rock Man's with you. I don't know if you guys both come in at the same time, but that's my primo Big Dub and the Rock Man. Hey, for those that's here right now, I know there's only 5 of you now. There was 10 of you a little while ago. If you guys could do me a favor, go to my page, and there's a short that I made, and it's a short that I made, and it says Big Dub and the Rock Man on it, and that's my primos, my cousins, performing some of their music. It's a short from one of their videos they just released on Big Dub and the Rock Man channel. So if you like that kind of stuff, you're just interested in some of this California Fresno funk, the lifestyle, and the kind of sound that my family puts out, go tune in, go subscribe, and check it out. It's old school West Coast, born all over again with a twist, modernized, and it's something that's refreshing for the ears. You're gonna fucking love it. And I'm not just saying that because that's my cousins. They'll tell you I'm hard on motherfuckers. If I don't like something, I don't like it. If I like it, I love it, and I will let you know, and I will put my heart and soul in that. So go check out Big Dub and the Rock Man. Go check that short out. Hey, it's dope. It's dope. What's cracking, primo? Big Mo, James Smith, Alina Rose. Woo, man, we've been on for more than an hour. I'm tripping. I didn't even know that many people would be watching, to be honest with you. But yeah, primo, we were just talking about what happened with with Trump earlier, bro. What do you think about that? Big Dub, what you think about what went down with motherfucking, And by the way, Big Dub and the Rock Man, my cousin, they're both my cousins, but the Rock Man is production, and he's also an artist. And my cousin Big Dub, he's an artist. And they also got their homeboy, Big Hobby, who's the mixologist, the technician, DJ, jack of all trades. The guy makes it all work. It's Big Dub and the Rock Man. These motherfuckers are putting in work. They're working hard. They've worked their asses off. Ain't nothing been handed to them. Hey, these are like my proteges, bro. I didn't teach them everything they know, but I've given them a lot of advice, and they've taken some of the stuff I've given them and they've applied it and done their own thing, and it's beautiful and it's great to see. And these guys are going places and it's starting to crack. Yeah, Big Dub. Hey, Dub, on the real, bro, something big is coming. We were just talking about that shit earlier. Yeah, Alina. You're right. Hey, we talk about this all the time. Motherfuckers don't know how to respect their elders no more. They don't know how to fucking, pick up the groceries for the woman, ask her if she needs her. Hey, women are not safe around men anymore in this country. Women are not safe around young boys. They don't feel safe around the opposite sex. They don't even feel safe around other women or whatever, right, anymore, because this country's fucking crazy. You don't even know what the fuck's gonna happen. There's fucking children getting kidnapped left and right. Have you guys been seeing? It's almost, I'm like, wait a minute. It's another little girl and another little girl and another little girl and another little girl. And I'm like, what the fuck? And they're 12 and they're 11 and they're 13 and they're 14. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on, dude? It sucks that our women and children are not safe in this country anymore. It's fucked up that they're not safe in this country anymore. Us as men, and even some of the women, if you want to feel this too. But men, we were fucking shown from when we were little. We were shown that we protect the women and children at all costs. We protect the women and children at all costs. And not only our own, our neighbors, our community, our friends, anyone we know, even people we don't know. If we're out somewhere, we see something and it's a woman or it's a child, we have to intervene. Too many people are just looking away and it's somebody's kid. Imagine if it, God forbid, it was one of our fucking kids. It's fucked up. Yep. Yep. That's right. The way you said that, we are losing the natural order of things, and everything has just been fucking manufactured. It's artificial getting thrown in there. You feel me? It's like it's just not real anymore. Everything is just so fucking fake across the board, and they're trying to make us believe this and fall into that box so it can keep us there. Yeah, exactly. Dub, exactly. We figured this shit out. We've been talking about it for years, right, bro? Remember when we were sitting in the garage and not only talk about music, we'd be talking about shit like this, about conspiracy theories. Let's just say that. Conspiracy theories, right? We'd be talking about that shit always. And Jay be like, Dub be like, fucking Rob. Like, I'm like, bro, but there's always, when we see something major like that, because imagine, we almost saw Trump get his wig split right in front of us. They were about to JFK his ass. If that doesn't tell you what's on deck, as if everything else, the shit with Biden before, the shit with Trump before, the shit with everything else around this motherfucking world going on at the same motherfucking time. If it doesn't tell you, Big Mo, you are right. You're right, Big Mo. What you say, and you ain't, except for all this Raiders channel. I'll share the. Hey, James Smith, thank you for that. I appreciate that, man. It's all good, bro. I appreciate that. Yeah, they never fucking put shit. They're never investigating nothing, right, Big Mo, on the news? They're never like, we've investigated this and this and this and this, and we found this out. Never. It's always shit that don't matter. It's always, oh, Ice Spice is showing her ass and her coochie on stage. Oh, P. Diddy. Oh, Dr. Dre. Oh, LeBron James. Oh, Snoop Dogg. Oh, this. Oh, this. Oh, this. Like, just keep looking at all that. Don't pay attention to what's right in front of you. It's crazy, man. I've watched that fucking video of Trump ducking the bullets. Anybody that says Trump ain't gangster now can suck a fucking dick. As someone who's dumped off many bullets and someone who's heard a few bullets going zoom, 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 and ricocheting off shit right by me, to someone who's had handcuffs on him, to someone who knows what it's like to have his freedom snatched from him. Not in the same way, but Hey, Trump, like I did that short earlier, Trump's the new Suge Knight. Expect them to demonize him even more now. What happened to Suge? It's almost like Trump's in the Suge character role from back then. Like what happened to Suge back in 96, right? Which is what, 28 years ago? Right? It's almost like he's playing the Suge role in this. And they're like almost gonna do him like they did Suge. Wouldn't that be some shit, bro? If now after all this, some more fucking sick charges come out that no one could ever believe, and by somehow, some way, they put him in jail or something happens to him, bro, because that's gonna be one of the only ways they can get Americans to jump to put their plan into play. The faster, the quicker, the better. Yeah, I got an Instagram. What the fuck is it? It's I think it's Raw&Uncut 211, I believe. Hold on. Let me check. I don't even know what my fucking Instagram is. Hold on. It is hold on, I still don't fucking know. I still don't know. Man, what the fuck? Come on. I'm trying to find it here. Yeah, it's Raw_and_uncut_211. So raw underscore and like AND underscore uncut underscore 211, all lowercase. I don't know if that matters. Yeah, 211. Just 211, not 211s. 211 like a robbery. My primo Dub, when he saw my fucking email years ago and I saw his, he's like, man, I've had Alco 211 for years. I'm like, yeah, 211's my shit too. And I believe my cousin Dub used to be slamming the shit out of fucking the 211s for a while there. That was how you got the name, right? Alco 211 Dub. But yeah, raw underscore and underscore uncut underscore 211. That's me. Um, it's it's just crazy. It's a crazy fucking time. Hey, there's still 211s are dangerous. Hell yeah. Mine is IP freely. Yes, I like that one. The fucking Simpsons, right? Amanda hugging kiss. Is Amanda there? Amanda who? Amanda hugging kiss. Woo! Oh yeah, that's funny as fuck. Man, I've been having a good time with you guys, man. There's still a lot of rows. Yep. That shit becoming offensive. Yep. Fuck them. Two legends. Two legends. Oh shit. 211s. What you know about Cisco? I used to drink Cisco. I used to drink Old English, man. Woo! Who the fuck? I'm seeing who's under my motherfucking garage here because there should not be lights coming under my garage door right now, and there is. That means they're facing my house. And who the fuck would be facing my house? Hey, people, hold on real quick, man. I gotta go check this out. Somebody, I got my garage door open and there's lights facing. It's fucking what? 12. Nobody should be. Hold on. Let me see what this is, folks. I'll be right back. Please don't go. I need to see who the fuck this is. I'll be right back. Hold on. Hey, on some real shit, folks. There's a four-door car parked outside my house right here, facing my motherfucking house with its lights on, dark tint. I don't know who the fuck it is. I don't know who it is, but I gotta go handle this real quick. So just please give me a few minutes. I don't know what's going on, but this is weird because what we're talking about. I need to go see what's up though. Give me a couple minutes. Motherfucker in front of my motherfucking house, facing my house with his headlights on. I don't know what the fuck he wants, but I'm gonna go handle my shit. I'll be right back. Yeah, I don't know. I ain't tripping. When I went out there, as soon as I went out there, they started pulling up close to my curb, like straight at my house, real slow, with their lights on me, and then they fucking made a U-turn real quick, spun around, and took off. I don't know who the fuck they were. No, that's the focus on the camera because I got my air on, so it's kind of moving shit. All right, Lone Wolves, I'll check that out right now. I'm just kind of tripping on that shit. Crazy. That shit pisses me off because I don't know why people would do shit like that. What's the reason? I don't have that kind of action out here like that. You feel me? No. Okay, Lone Wolves, I got you. Hold on. I'm just fucking pissed, dude, because I had some issues here a few months ago regarding a relationship and almost shot a motherfucker right here outside the motherfucking house. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm just gonna say that. And he sped off. And he was in the wrong, by the way. He shouldn't have been at my motherfucking house. And I haven't had that energy or that experience in a long time since then till right now, with the way that I feel and what I felt. Yeah, guys. You know what? I enjoyed being here with you guys. Thank you guys for the ones that stayed here with me, for the ones that have been here. Big Mo, Alina, Lone Wolves, all you guys, James Smith, everyone. But I got to get up off here because I'm not comfortable right now pointing my attention right here with that. I kind of want to just go get the rest of my beer and take my little thing right here. And I already told my brothers what's up right now because I don't live alone. You feel me? And, that's one of the things that people, for what's coming, man, don't be living alone. Don't be afraid to shack up with other family members. Don't be afraid to kind of group up in the same house. Don't be afraid of it. That's what's going to save a lot of fucking people. That's what's going to save a lot of people if something fucking cracks. I am. Hey, I love you guys, and I'm going to come back soon. Stay up. Thank God Trump's still here. Thank God we didn't have to witness that shit. And prayers out to all of you guys. Blessings to you and your families. Thank you guys for being here. And I'm going to be back soon. And I definitely will let you guys know how everything's going. I know I'm kind of giving off the paranoid vibe. I'm just not paranoid. I just feel like I feel some energy that I don't fucking like right now. And so, yeah, I love you guys, man. Good night. Thank all of you. Lone Wolves, Big Mo, Alina, everyone else that was in here that ain't here. Thank you, too. I'll see you guys. One love. We out.